course, as the bell ends round number 7 to Michael Tyson. All right, another big round for Buster Douglas.
To the commission table at ringside. Louisville will now report to the commission table at ringside, please.
Taking a look at James Buster Douglas. Watch this right hand coming up now. Bang, there it is. And again, you remember me talking earlier in the fight about the ability of Berbick.
What's his name?
These guys in the corner of Buster Douglas continue to spray us with water here, so I seem a little distracted in between rounds. I figure what's going on here. It's like a rain shower going on in between each round here, but we'll see what we can do to sort that out. All right, this is round number 8, and it's scheduled for 10, and the way it's going, it looks like it will be going that distance, unless Douglas can get started a little bit heavier than what he's been doing so far in the fight, although he had a real good round number 7. So here we go with round 8 anyway. Again, it's Douglas with the solid white trunks and Berbick with the white trunks with the red trim. Berbick looked like he got some pretty good rest in between the rounds. He seems pretty much rejuvenated here, but he seemed like that in several rounds of the fight, in that he's been strong in the early going. Nice crisp left hand at times. You see him trying to work to the body of Buster Douglas. Douglas again, the solid white. And Trevor Berbick, the white with the red and blue trim. Neither fighter has been down in the fight. It's appeared that Berbick has been wobbled a couple of times in the fight. Trevor Berbick is kind of puffy around the right eye. That's from the constant left jab of James Buster Douglas. This is good work with Douglas, but, you know, taking a look at him against an aging Trevor Berbick and think that, you know, this is going to put him in line for a title shot, and in fact it will. If he, you know, goes on to win this fight, it will give him a shot at the title. But you wonder, you know, who's around that can really give Mike Tyson a lot of trouble. A lot of guys being discussed, and of course Buster Douglas is one of them. Berbick to the right of your screen, and Douglas now kind of with his back to you continues to wail away at Trevor Berbick and just continue to build up points. I've got the fight. Buster Douglas winning every single round in the fight. The first round was probably more even than some of the others. Oh, good right hand on Berbick, but he just doesn't seem to go. It's kind of frustrating for Buster Douglas because he's catching Berbick with good shots here. Berbick won't go for him. Let's go. Nice right hand, but that time Berbick is taking a lot more punishment, and as they say that, he catches Buster Douglas with a pretty good right uppercut. Closing seconds now of round 8. Another real good round for James Buster Douglas. I will show you some of these right hands that, and that one digging just below the chin, falling up with the left hand. And then you see, instead of Douglas, and of course the reason for it is fatigue, he's not able to really follow it up with any pure. He was almost satisfied himself to come on and hang on himself. Of course, that's what happens with heavyweights as we're getting ready to come to the 9th round. And this portion of the fight is just not easy for a guy to continue to really follow up like they can in the early going. All right, here we go with round number 9. Again, this is scheduled for 10, heavyweight division. Trevor Berbick in the white trunks with the red and blue trim, and in the solid white trunks is James Buster Douglas. Deficit 27-4-2, 19 KOs. Berbick 35-6-1 with 26 knockouts. You see that way leaning back, the ropes look extremely loose to me here, and maybe they'll have to tighten them up before the night's completely over here, but the fighters seem to be really able to lay way back in the ropes here, which can be kind of dangerous. A guy coming off the ropes hard, he get nailed, be off balance, and I would be surprised if the night's over to change that situation. Now, you see Douglas has got Berbick in his corner right above us.
Get out of here, get out of here.
And Berbick has the ability to not get hit too much in that corner as the fatigue factor made him safe from getting too pummeled that time. Again, this is round 9. And again, as I mentioned, scheduled for tonight. Just a pouring left hand that time by Trevor Berbick. Berbick does not have the strength to do anything now to Douglas. Douglas still has enough left to be able to take out Berbick, but thus far, neither fighter has really nailed with a vicious shot, vicious enough to tumble him anyway. The heavier blows in the fight have been landed by James Buster Douglas. It almost seems like Trevor Berbick, I like this shot that they have there because you can see the legs and everything. When he throws his punch, it looks like he's off balance and he doesn't get the real good zing behind him because his legs don't seem to be lined up in such a position that he can really get his punches off. Now you see what I mean about those loose ropes as he backs them off into the ropes. See him laying way back into the ropes. I've got to say for Trevor that he's giving it all he has. At age 34, not easy to get into the kind of shape that he's going to get. Fighting a younger guy right in the prime of his career at age 28. Nice left hand, right hand scores that time. I'd say Berbick has got himself in good shape for this fight because Douglas has landed blows heavy enough to top lesser opponents. And he's hit him about 5 or 6 times in this round. Another real good round for Buster Douglas. Should be the time remaining, and this is the 9th round. Rather than the fact that a guy that has 19 knockouts and has 27 wins is a bad puncher, I have to say Berbick has got himself in real good shape and able to absorb some of the punches. This is the end of round 9.
Gun is great. Use your head. Don't throw no fucking lazy jab, you understand? You can do that.
All right, we're in the corner of James Buster Douglas.
Stick your tongue out. Stick your tongue out.
Let's see if we can hear anything they're saying in there now.
Get the fuck out of there.
Last round, Buster, you give me a clean fight. That's a clean touch and glove.
I guarantee you, when you push him off, you can fucking nail him. You understand? If you push him off and drops his hands, you jump right in his chest.
Low left.
Good back to lead. No lazy jab, you understand? He'll come out swinging. If you get inside of him, you keep your leverage and rip up side.
Now listen to me a minute. Now
That's
listen to
Johnny
me a
Taco
minute.
talking now.
This is the last round. You remember what I told you about this guy standing in front of you?
Let's go.
Huh? All right, let's go out there and throw some punches. My piece.
Let's go. Hey, what's up, man? Let's go. Come on, Johnny.
All right, here we go. This is the beginning bell for round number 10. The fighters touch gloves is Toby Gibson's instructions. And here we go, the 10th and final round. Berbick could not win this fight, in my opinion, unless he knocks out James Buster Douglas. And it's not likely to happen. Douglas would like to get him right in front of him, line him up with a jab, and then cut loose with the right hand and take Berbick off his feet, something he hasn't been able to do. As I say, that Berbick was the one that got off first. Berbick almost cut him again with his right hand shot. Missed the right hand and had to answer by taking a right hand from Buster Douglas. Berbick is game. I got to give him credit. Again, you see him kind of hesitant there, and he off balance. Even had he thrown that punch, he would have had his sting on it, because he just doesn't have his positioning, and he doesn't seem to have his timing together, so that his punches have any real power to them. Again, Berbick with the trim on his trunks. James Buster Douglas with the solid white trunk. Douglas punched with either hand in the early going of the fight. He had that real nice left jab going as he walked into a right hand of Trevor Berbick.
Oh, come on, work it out.
As the fight progressed, and you might have heard Johnny Johnson talking in between rounds there about the lazy left hand. The lazy left hand doesn't really do anybody any good. It doesn't keep a guy off. It doesn't hurt him. It's a waste of energy by even bothering to throw it out. That time, he caught Douglas in the back of the head as he spun around, and Douglas seemingly didn't like that. Okie Gibson, the referee, having some trouble controlling those guys there. This is the 10th and final round of the fight. Bob Sheridan here, the Don King Sports Network. Nice to meet you. It's been James Buster Douglas all the way. I would expect a unanimous decision in his favor, but we'll wait for the official score. This has been actually a better round for Trevor Berbick. Maybe one of his best rounds of the fight, but still the heavier blows being landed by James Douglas. We wanted to give a round to Berbick. He was trying to give this round to him, but still Douglas is landing the heavier blows. John Taco said the way he stands right now, you've got to be able to hit him. He seems to be able to get through him, but he really hasn't been able to land the big shot. Berbick shows how game he is by keeping the hands flailing his side. Body set by Berbick. And this is the bell ending the fight. Tough fight for both fellas, the aging Trevor Berbick against the fellow right in his prime, James Douglas. Douglas fighting the experienced professionals. Didn't look good, but in my opinion, he looked good enough to win every single round. I have the fight scored 190, but we'll wait and see exactly how the judges scored. Watch this shot to the back of the head. We've got this for you. And when I giggled afterwards a little bit, you see what I mean? Now watch him. Bang. Now right after this, watch Douglas turn around. He goes right after him. He didn't like that at all. And this is when they get into it in the corner as he hangs on. When I get a little chuckle at Toby Gibson comes in, and Toby had trouble separating him there. All right, we're waiting for our ring announcer, Chuck Hall, who I believe has gathered everything. So let's go up to our ring announcer, Chuck Hall.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the decision of the judges. We have a unanimous decision. Judge Robert Shirley scores 99-91. Judge Patricia Jarman scores 98-92. And Judge Al Miller scores 99-91. For the winner by unanimous decision,